Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and we are here, live from Greensboro, North Carolina, for the first full episode of K.O.W. and kicking off our show. Look at that. Beautiful. The team of Brittany Riggs and Breland Dubbin, Bad and Backwoods, ready for the first match of the Women's Tag Team Extravaganza. Now, this, as a reminder of how this is going to work, is simple. Two teams, every episode, will battle it out in a 2-on-2 regular rules tag team match. The winning team will be given 2 points. The losing team will be given no points. If something happens and there is a draw, there will be 1 point given to each team. At the end of all of the matches in the Tag Team Extravaganza, the team with the most points will become the second team to qualify for the ladder match for the women's tag team titles at the up-and-coming pay-per-view in January. Now, if there are two teams with the same high point total, those two teams will battle it out in one final match to determine the winner and who will advance. So tonight, the first match of the A block of competition is the team of Bad and Backwoods taking on the team of Faye, and Sara, Gobb. That is absolutely correct, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, the first match to determine points will start next week. We will have another match as well. And later tonight, in our main event, we will be having one member from the Sages of Savagery and one member of the Neon Knights go one-on-one with their respective partners ringside. Should be a great match. So, look at her. Sara Gobb, Faye tag team partner, eliminated in the first round of the tag team tournament to determine the automatic contenders. Now her and Faye will have to battle it out amongst other teams to become the second qualifier. This is their last real chance, is through this tag team extravaganza. Now, a little more information about this tag team extravaganza. It's kind of simple. Today, as you're seeing, Team 1 and Team 2 will be battling out. Team 1 being Bad and Backwoods, Team 2 being Faye and Sara Gobb. And next week, we will have 3 taking on 4, or the next episode, 3 taking on 4. After that, 5 versus 6, and 7 versus 8. So that way, by the end of next week of KOW, we will have the first A block matches done. By the end, or at the end, of the Tag Team Extravaganza, every team will have faced all 7 other teams before the end of the tournament. So, here we are. And here it is. Faye countering Breland Dubbin. Now has her in hand, takes her over to her corner. Smart tag team wrestling, keeping her isolated in her own corner. And a big counter from Faye, keeping control of momentum. Oh, big backstabber. Right on Breland Dubbin. Goes high risk, and she hits it. Both of these teams looking to be the first teams to put points on the board. Oof, short DDT. Only one of these two teams could very well become the number 2 contenders to the tag titles. Obviously, the number 1 contenders were crowned in the tag team tournament. Those two were Joni Law and Crystal Luck, the New Age Bad Girls. And here we go. Oh, working the leg is Faye. Now, obviously, because this is normal match rules, the ref is going to be counting countouts and disqualifications are a thing. Oh, Brittany Riggs missing the big crossbody on Faye, but Faye doesn't even take advantage, allowing Brittany to get away, but she takes advantage now. But Brittany counters into the DDT. And here we go. Brittany's going to high risk again. Couldn't hit it the first time. Can she the second? She does. And Brittany maybe, perhaps, signaling the end. Picks Faye up. Big atomic drop. And that just takes Faye completely out of it. Dragging her away more towards her corner. Again, good strategy for a tag team, but Faye quickly counters that. Faye, I believe, is still yet to tag in Sara Gobb. It's interesting play. And again, if I remember correctly, Sara Gobb was the first to be eliminated in the tag team tournament. Perhaps Faye doesn't trust Sara to hold it. Oh! Big stereo super kicks. Goes for the pin off the stereo super kicks. 1, 2, kick out, and Sara didn't even move a muscle, interestingly enough. Oh, big kick to the back, but it looks like it had little to no effect. Uh-oh. Draping. DDT. Dropping Breland right on her head. Big kick. Second one. And a big knee. Mixing it up. And Breland says no. Faye thought maybe about a stop and obey. And of course, Breland tricking Faye out for a big backstabber payoff. It's a big one. Will she take advantage? Oh, big kick to the top of the head by Faye. Goes for the stop and obey, gets countered. Into the Brelock. Into the Brelock. And a big rope break off the Brelock. Oh, punch to the face. And a big Olympic slam. Really working the back of Breland now. Faye begins her comeback. Picks Breland up. Misses the comeback. Counters Breland into a big side suplex. Or side slam, rather. Picks her up. Oh, big reversal for Breland Dubbin. Putting Faye down and tags in Brittany Riggs. Oh, big elbow. Wait, Brittany gets Faye up. Oh. Big neck breaker, goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Bad and Backwoods are the first team to put points on the board. Bad and Backwoods now have 2 points on the board, but this is only the first match and the first opportunity for both these teams to get points. So that is that, and these two, Bad and Backwoods, get the first 2 points on the. And now, ladies and gentlemen, into our next match. Match number 2 of the night. Trey Deckson making his way out to the ring. Now, as many of you may or may not remember, Trey was knocked off by Dylan Styles in the first round of the Heavyweight Championship tournament. Obviously, Dylan Styles would go on to win that tournament and become the first ever heavyweight champion. And Trey believes that it was a fluke. And he has called out Dylan for his heavyweight championship, saying there's no way he can do it twice. Lightning doesn't strike twice. And so Dylan has accepted his challenge for the heavyweight championship. He will get his opportunity in 2 weeks on the 29th of November at the first ever K.O.W. pay-per-view, Reign of Kings, when Dylan Styles will defend his World Heavyweight Championship against the man in the ring right now, Trey Deckson, in a steel cage match. That is going to be one hell of a match. But tonight, Trey's going to have to focus, because tonight he is in a 1-on-2 handicap match against two men who have been overlooked since the heavyweight tournament. This man being one of them. Ladies and gentlemen, Tork. Look at him. Austin could prove to many tonight that he deserves a chance. A big win over the monster that is Trey Deckson could open a lot of eyes, perhaps, if he beats Trey Deckson tonight with help from his partner, and Trey loses or even wins the World Heavyweight Championship match. Austin could make a case for being in that World Heavyweight Championship match at some point down the line. But something tells me, judging by how Trey's been walking around the locker room angry since the heavyweight title loss, he's not going to win this tonight. Only time will tell. With the influx of talent as of lately, a lot of people have been looking for ways to prove that they deserve an opportunity at the big one. Including next week when Zachary East takes on David Reich. For those of you who don't remember, David Reich eliminated Zachary East in the Battle Royal to become Infinite Champion. Zachary East has slated a couple of times on Twitter that he deserves to be #1 contender for coming oh so close, but yet so far. And David Reich finally told him, beat me in a 1-on-1 match, and I'll give you my #1 contendership. And so Sunday, for K.O.W. Week 1, Episode 2, we will have a #1 contendership match for the K.O.W. Infinite Championship. If Zachary East wins, he will get his Infinite title shot at K.O.W. Reign of Kings. And Kane looks prepared and ready to go as him and his tag team partner for tonight, Tork, go 2-on-1 or 1-on-2 in Trey Deckson's case in this handicap match. Here we go. Trey looks ready. Austin's going to start for his team, and here we go. Trey gets the start and kicks it off with a suplex. Really putting the hurt on early. Some stomps to the chest. Oh, that can't be good for the back. And works the arm. Trey, perhaps tonight, looking to prove a point to the world champion. Give him a reason to be scared, perhaps, for Reign of Kings. I wouldn't want to be locked in a steel cage with Trey Deckson. Nowhere to run. But Dylan Styles, if he's proven anything, it's that he's smart, brave, and is not going to run from a challenge, no matter how big and or small it may be. Goes up to the top rope, or second rope, and a big double axe handle. Stops him from trying the hot tag with a pin. One. Look at that. And though this is not a tag team match, still smart strategy from Trey Deckson, keeping Austin over in the opposite corner from his partner. Taking his time, and Austin takes advantage. Some time to recover. And now Austin makes his way out. Big chop, followed with a knee. Oh, big kick to the gut. The ref continuing to count. Picks him up, but Trey counters with a big elbow. He's got him. Big punches. Big punch. Oh, Down goes Austin. Refs count at 6, I believe. There's 7. Austin slides back in so he doesn't get counted out. And makes the tag that was desperately needed to Kane. There's an 8. And Trey makes it back in. No count out yet. Oh, Kane with a big uppercut. Big corkscrew uppercut. And Trey counters with the big back body drop. And now Kyle sends it into his corner. Goes for the double team with Austin. Oh. Those two men knew they needed both strengths to throw Trey into the corner so hard. And bam. Working the leg goes Austin. Smart strategy. You're taking a lot away from his game if you can take his vertical base out. His legs, I mean, in that instance. But Trey counters and makes him pay for his mistake with a big neck breaker. Now it's back to our starting matchup, Trey and Austin. Trey takes Austin, puts him in the corner, and just chokes him out. Look at the disrespect. Look at that, more choking. He doesn't care about anyone but himself because he's got one focus, one goal, and that's the heavyweight championship. Picks him back up, throws him into the corner again. Oh, big punch to the face. Counters with an elbow. Counters back. Puts him back in the corner. Oh, boy. This can't be good. Oh, big deep arm drag from the top rope. Austin's trying to go for the hot tag, but gets stopped. Goes off the ropes. Austin messes up the moment. Trey goes into the corner. What's Austin thinking? Big snake eyes off the corner. Perhaps a pin here wouldn't be a bad idea. No, Austin tags out to Kane. Still the fresher man of the two. Oh, big stomp. Picks him up, but Trey's ready for it. Playing a little possum, perhaps, working the arm of Kane. Throws him into the corner. Uh-oh. This can't be good. Looks like it's time for a big muscle buster. Goes for the pin off the muscle buster. 1. Only a 1 count. Just goes to show the amount of time comparison Kane has been in this match. Very little. Oh! Big double decker. Putting Kane down. But he wastes a little time with Austin. Will that make him pay? Goes for the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Still 1 more than last time. And every little bit helps. Oh, brings him back in. And Trey is exhausted. And he stops any chance at a tag. Picks him up. Goes to work the neck. Kyle does reverse. And a big snap suplex from Kane. Picks him back up. And now takes him to the ropes. Perhaps planning something big. Goes for the Irish whip. Gets an elbow. It does Trey Deckson. Repels back. And a big lariat. Look at Kyle. Confident. Getting ready for something big. Oh, uses his own move against him. The double decker. Goes for the pin off the double decker. 1, 2. Only a 2 sweet count. But Trey pops back up. Big spine buster. Dropping him right on his back. And perhaps it's time for Kane to get a tag. As Trey throws him out of the ring and drops him down to the floor. And takes out Austin as well. Makes him pay for just being there. Again, he doesn't care about winning this match. He just wants to beat people down. Kane gets back in before he's counted out. Big jawbreaker. And a big DDT. Dropping Trey right on his head. Off the ropes. Oh. Big double axe handle on the gut. Picks him up. Oh. Thumb to the eye. Big punch lays out Kane. Picks him back up though. Whips him to the ropes. And brings him right back in. Punishing that back of Kane. He's going big. Could this cost him big? No. He drops the elbow. Goes for the pin off the elbow. 1, 2. Not even a 2. Shows you the heart and resiliency of Kane. Throws him up and over the ropes again. And sends him down to the floor. And look at him. He drops out to get Kyle. Perhaps doesn't want the count-out victory, but wants to beat him down. But Kyle throws him into the ring steps. Picks him back up. Throws him into the ring steps again. Just goes to show what these men have to do to just keep him down. Trey puts him in the ring and follows up with a big clubbing blow with a kick to go with it. Climbs to the top rope. Goes for it all. Big elbow to the back. Just continuously punishing Kyle's back. Picks him up for another double-decker. Oh! Drops him off the double-decker. Goes for the pin. No messing around. 1, 2. Oh! Kane kicked out. Austin almost saved his tag team partner. Trey once again throwing him out. Frustration probably more than definitely settling in. And look at Trey signaling something big perhaps on the outside. There's very little protection on that outside. Throws him toward the barricade. Stomps on him. Kyle sends him back the other way. Just trading. Picks him up. But he throws Kyle back in. Climbs to the top. Goes for the double axe handle and he hits it. Oh, and Trey stops the tag. Picks him up. Goes for the big suplex. And drops him on his back. Tries to go for the tag again. Kyle is getting desperate for the tag. Austin comes in. But Kyle doesn't need Austin to break it up. He kicks out. Big stomp to the back. And now Trey sends him into the corner. Iranagi from Kane. Slamming him down to the ground. 1. Only a 2 count. What strength from Kane picking him up and dropping him for that Iranagi earlier. Big elbow to the head. And just beating the hell out of Trey Deckson's head. It's gonna take a lot of punishment to keep Trey down and out. Big arm drag. And now he's looking to do something here. He makes his way out of the ring. Oh my god. I think the frustration's finally gotten to him. Oh! Big sledgehammer taking out the ref and Austin. Oh, just beating him down for no reason. Somebody's got to stop this. Stop that man. Get the sledgehammer from him. And finally, he says enough is enough and beats him down. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our main event of the evening. That's right. It is time for a little bit of what some would say half of a grudge match, as the Sages of Savagery, as we see, making their way down to the ring. Obviously a big upset in the tournament when the current tag team champions, the Sages of, well, not the Sages of Savagery, unfortunately, as much as they would like to call themselves tag team champions, but the current tag team champions, the Neon Knights, they knocked off the Sages of Savagery in what is believed to be the biggest upset of the night. The Neon Knights, of course, knocked them off in the second round to make themselves get to the semi-finals or finals. Obviously can't remember which one. However, tonight, a little bit of payback or revenge, perhaps, to a chance, maybe even to prove why they should have won that match. As we see here, Keshawn Jaso will take on K.O.W. Peck, or one half of the Neon Knights. There he is. Look at them. Tag team champions with those beautiful tag team titles around their waist, of course. They were able to pull off a second miracle in beating the gentleman, the World Heavyweight Champion Dylan Styles and David Bowe. Big upset for them, and that is what these two have proven. They are miracle workers, men who you can never count out. As tonight they look to show not only themselves but everyone in the locker room that they did not win the tag titles by fluke. First, starting with K.O.W. Peck versus Keshawn Jaso, their respective tag team partners at ringside. There's the bell, and Keshawn out the gate. Caleb's not sure about this, though. Perhaps some mind games from Caleb, but no, he's put down immediately by Keshawn, who goes ahead, picks him up. Oh, strikes. And a big snap suplex. Oh, big chop. Goes to the ropes and a big forearm to the face, laying him down. And now Keshawn sends him to the turnbuckle. Counter by K.O.W. But K.O.W. says no. He's not sure about this. Obviously, Caleb's not confident, perhaps in the back of his mind. All the mind games from the Sages of Savagery since the tag team tournament is getting to him, perhaps. But he'll have to be focused tonight in the main event. Oh, Keshawn Jaso with a big high-risk maneuver, sticking it to K.O.W. Peck, who now sits on the outside, pondering, perhaps, maybe. Oh, both men know each other so well. Big counter from Keshawn Jaso. And another suplex, working over that back of K.O.W. Peck. Big kick, followed up with a stomp. Obviously, these two men's respective tag partners in each other's corner. Jalen Graves in Keshawn's corner and Nick Cave in K.O.W. Peck's corner. Oh! Big senton onto the back of K.O.W. Peck. And he just continues to work the back and the head of K.O.W. Peck. Goes for a pin. One. Only a 1 count. K.O.W. might not have the confidence, but he's not going to go down easy either. Oh, big knee to counter. Big kick to the gut. Goes for the punch, gets countered. Oh, big headbutt from Keshawn. And now, once again, going up to the top. High-risk maneuver. Oh. Once again, another big senton. Picks him up. Oh, big super kick laying out K.O.W. Peck. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. 2 count. Only a 2 count. But that is 1 more than the last time he tried. Goes for a high risk again. Perhaps going to the well too much. Oh. Hits a big Sages splash. 2. Only a 2 sweet count. And K.O.W. already sustaining a tremendous amount of punishment. Hasn't really been able to get any offense in. And now Keshawn perhaps looking for something big. Goes up to the top perhaps. That's right, it is a superplex. Superplex off the top. Goes for the pin off the superplex. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. What does Keshawn have to do? So far, he has dominated this match. And he continues to put the hurt on Caleb Peck. Psyching himself up. Perhaps for something big. Irish whip to the ropes. Miscue. Goes for a power slam but gets countered. Oh, another counter. These two men know each other so well. Perhaps they've been studying the tape of the tag tournament. 1, 2 off the surprise roll-up. Not quite enough. Oh, big punch. Counter. A kick. Another kick. Oh, big neck breaker from Caleb. Finally getting some offense in. Only for Keshawn to walk away. Having a slight conversation with his partner about what's next. Tries to get the jump, but gets taken down. Caleb now has him right where he wants him. Perhaps something big. No! Dumps him over the top. Keshawn once again going for the big offense, and he nails it. He nailed it. Good God. That could be it. Gets him in the ring right now. He could get the pin and win this. He does put him in the ring. No pin, though. Goes for the super kick, but misses. Oh, big side slam from Caleb Peck, laying out Keshawn. Caleb picks him up. Perhaps something big waiting in the wings. No, just another neck breaker. Goes for the pin off the neck breaker. Nonchalant, not really trying. And that probably would have been it if he had paid attention. Jalen's got the distraction, allowing Keshawn to take over, and bam. Just like that. You take your eye off the prize, and things can go wrong. 1, only a 2 on the pin attempt. Oh, big counter. These two teams know each other so well. Oh, big atomic drop. Followed up with a second atomic drop. And like that, Keshawn says no, comes back. Takes advantage with a big spinning kick to the gut. But Caleb then takes advantage with another neck breaker. And finally, Caleb has gotten some good offense in this match. Keshawn dominating most. However, Caleb waits for him. But Keshawn just ducks out of the way and wants no part of it. Tricks Caleb into coming out of the ring. Slides back in. Caleb comes in. Big chop. Big chop. What's this? What is Nick Cave doing? This could get him disqualified if he does this. Nick throws him out. If he hits this superplex, it's over and the Sages win. And like that, Nick costs his own partner the match. What was he thinking? Ladies and gentlemen, we'll find out.